Hello, geometry students. Let's work through some surface area and volume. I am going to start with pyramids, cones, and spheres, and take a look at this. I'm going to shrink this a little bit so I can fit everything on one screen. So first thing I want to highlight here is that we are finding the volume and surface area of a square-based pyramid. This component is super important because this tells us how to find our base area. The base area of a square, remember, oh, I don't want to use that. I want to use the dimensions. So here we have a square. All four of my sides are equal in a square. And this one in particular, I have 30 as my side. So it's a 30 by 30 square. So my base area equals 30 squared, which is 900. Now this is important. This is what I'm going to put here. Area of the base of the pyramid, that's the BA, that's 900. Okay. The next thing I need, in order to find my lateral surface area, I need my slant height. This piece right here. Because without this, I cannot find the area of my lateral faces. So my lateral surface area, I have 4 triangles around the middle with a base of 30 and a height of the slant height. So I need to find that. So we're going to use the Pythagorean theorem to do so. This here, this section right here, is half of that side. And this coming down, this is my perpendicular height. That's the capital H that we keep talking about. This here is my slant height. The length of this is half of our side. So if this is 30, half of that is 15. So now I'm going to use the Pythagorean theorem to find my slant height. So it's always a squared plus our height squared equals the slant height squared. So my 15 squared plus 43 squared equals the slant height squared. So I need a calculator, desmos.com/scientific. Let me pull this out and resize so I can see both at the same time. Okay. So now I'm going to do my 15 squared plus 43 squared equals 2074. That is my slant height squared. Now I need to take the square root. So the square root of 2074, and here we are going to round to 4 decimal places. So 45.5411, and the 5th spot is a 9. That 9 tells me to bump up the previous. So I'm going to write 45.5412. So L is approximately 45, I already forgot what it was, 0.5412. Okay. So this goes in this box. This is my slant height. And that then allows me to find the area of my triangle. The area of my triangle is that 30 times the 45.5412 and then divide by 2. That's my triangle. How many of those do I have going around? I have the number of sides of my base. So my lateral surface area is going to be 4 times the area of my triangle. Okay, so let's do that calculation. So this answer, 45.5, I can't type. 5412 times 30 and then divide by 2 is 683.118. Okay, so I am going to find 683.118. Multiply that by 4. Oh, come on. There we go. So my answer times 4 is my lateral surface area. So that's 2,732. And I want to go 2 decimal places. So 0.472 tells me to keep the 7. So 0.47. For my total surface area, okay, my total surface area, I need to add together my base area plus the lateral surface area. So I'm going to take this 2,732.47 and add 900 to it. Okay, so I'm going to add these. So that's 0.47, 2, 3, 16, 3,632.47. All right. And my volume formula, remember, it's the base area times the perpendicular height. Put perpendicular instead of my height. And then I have to divide by 3 because it takes 3 of these pyramids to fill the corresponding prism. So my base area is 900. That does not change. My perpendicular height was 43, and then divide by 3. So multiply this together, 900 times 43, and then that answer divided by 3 is 12,900. There we go. Okay. So Pythagorean theorem, to find the slant height, base area, multiply the 2 dimensions of your base, lateral surface area, how many triangles do you have, area of a triangle is base times height. Total surface area, add those together, and then volume, base area times height, divide by 3. Okay? So let's take a look at another one. Let's take a look at a cone. So I'm going to go ahead and skip this one and this one here. So first we're going to find the slant height of the cone. We do that the same way we did for the pyramid. Use the right triangle. So the radius is 7, okay? So here it's the radius squared plus the perpendicular height squared equals the slant height squared. So 7 squared plus 14 squared equals the slant height squared. 49 plus 196. Add those together. 245 equals the slant height squared. Let me double check that. 49 plus 196 is 245. We want to square root that answer, and we get 15.65. It does say round to 1 decimal place though, so this 5 tells me to bump my 6 up. So my slant height is approximately 15.7. So that's what I will put here. All right. It would be awesome if you can add your work to this problem. I would love to see that. Okay. Let's take a look then at surface area and volume of a cone. Let's see. find one like, here we go. Our height we are given, that is 12. Okay. The slant height is 37. The base area, my radius is 35. Base area of a cone, remember, is pi times the radius squared. So 35 squared times pi. 35 squared times pi. Oops. Hold on. Clear. 35 squared times, well, let's do that, 1,225 pi, and we want to go 2 decimal places. All right, so times pi, 3,848.45. Okay, so 3,848.45. Our lateral surface area, there is a specific formula for this. Remember, it's pi times the radius times the slant height. So pi times 35 times 37. So 35 times 37 is 1,295 times pi, and that will be approximately to 2 decimal places times pi. 4,068.36. Our total surface area, we are going to add those two together. So it is your base area plus the lateral surface area. So if I add those together, see here, I have that up here. So answer plus, oh, hold on, plus this. May as well use copy and paste, right? So we get 7,916.81. Oop, 7916.81. And then our volume is the base area times the perpendicular height divided by 2. So our base area is 3,848.45. Our perpendicular height is 12, and then divide by 3. So we have 3,848 point, oh, I could copy and paste that, right? Control V times 12 divided by 3. 15,393.80. 393.80. Okay, there we go. All right. Again, that add work button is there for you to add in your calculations just in case. Let's take a look at a sphere. So here I want to find the surface area and volume of a sphere. Remember, our surface area formula is 4 pi times the radius squared. Our volume is 4 pi times the radius cubed divided by 3. So I know my radius is 3. So surface area is going to be 4 times pi times 3 squared. 3 squared is 9. 4 times pi times 9, or 36 pi. You can write 36 pi, or you can write to 3 decimal places. So if you pull up your calculator, 36 times pi, 113.097. Okay, so that would be our decimal approximation. Volume, we're going to do 4 times pi times 3 cubed divided by 3. So 4 times pi times 27 divided by 3. 3 cubed is 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. So that's where the 27 comes from. So 4, oops, 4 times 27, and I'm going to go ahead and divide by 3. That also gives us 36 pi. So that is, you can write 36 pi, or you can write 113.097. Now, these will not always be equal. I do want to put that out there, okay? Just know that you can leave your answer as a fraction. That would be fine. So you can leave, like let's say our radius is 2. So 2 cubed. So if r equals 2, 2 cubed is 8. So if you do 4 times pi times 8 divided by 3, you can leave this as 32 pi over 3, and that is a perfect exact answer. This is totally acceptable, okay? I will be grading tests by hand, so when you do this, if you have the exact form, I will count that correct. If you have a minor rounding issue, I will still count that correct. But I would love to see your work. So please add your work to these. All right, there you go.